Hi everyone, I'm Curls from Curls Cozy Gaming. Welcome back to another Infinity Nikki showcase. In today's video, I'll be featuring the 5-star suit Crimson Feather, the 4-star suit Celestial Whispers, along with their first evolutions, and the Ocean's Radiance gift box, which comes with a dance and 3 photo poses. I'll also be showing Momo's Cloak Dark Blaze. We'll take a look at their abilities, how they look across different skin tones, and explore some dye options for the hairstyles and wings. So this is the base version of Crimson Feather. Very beautiful 5-star dress. I do love pretty much everything about it, the whole look together. I do like the flame effect on the edging of the skirt. It is giving that seared effect. And for the second skirt here, this layered skirt, it is a sheared black fabric with black lace trim. And then for the inner skirt, it has this smoke effect that's different from the flame effect that's on the outer part. I don't think I noticed that when I was looking at the outfit previews, and I don't believe it is on the outer skirt part either. I think it's just the flame effect and with a bunch of shimmer and glitter. So that is a very nice detail. And I do love the feathers on the bodice part and a bit on the skirt. It looks like the skirt and feathers are one with the dress. Very beautiful. And I do love the wings back here. Very nice detailing, and they look so real, and it has a sheen to them. And of course the headdress as well, but there's also a design on the skirt, very beautiful. Kind of has a bit of pink and silver to it because of the flames. So let's do a quick turnaround, and then we'll look at like most of the pieces up close. So for this showcase, I'm just gonna be using my mouse since I did have a hard time using my controller for the last showcase I did. It was very hard to like keep my hands steady without moving Nikki so fast. So here is a close-up look at the upper part of the suit. We have the halo crown up here, we have the feathered headdress, the feathered mask, then choker, earrings, the gloves, and the top of the bodice of the dress. And I will say that the earrings, they really stand out. I think it's one of the things I really dislike about this suit is the earrings, because it has like a purple tone instead of like being completely black or gold. Let me just get a closer look. You can like kind of see a purple tone in the metal, and it just really stands out as a whole if you're looking at the suit entirely. I think they should have just made it gold instead. But I do love the bodice. It's kind of like one of those dresses where they have like a mesh fabric that is skin tone color. So it kind of looks like the dress is sticking on your body, and that's what it kind of looks like with what they were trying to do with this one, which I think is pretty cool. And there's like some diamonds dripping down or dripping out of the dress. And the gloves is very unique. So we got like a full sleeve glove, and we have like not sure what these kinds of gloves are called, but it's not a full glove as the other one. So I'll do a quick turnaround with this. And the hair is such a nice contrast to the black and silver. Though I will say for this metalwork back here, I wish it was gold instead of silver. I just feel like it just stands out against everything else since there is no other metalwork that is silver on this dress. The only thing that's like close to silver is the feathers, the gems, and I believe the design, as I said, it does have silver on it. So that's another thing that's standing out. And then we do have like a brooch. Well, it's not really a brooch, maybe like a pendant design right here with gems coming out of it. And it does have a glow effect as well that's spewing out, which I think that is pretty nice. And here is the back of the choker and the bodice of the dress. And here is a semi up close of the whole dress. This one is quite big, so we're not as close to it as I would like to be, but this still works since I don't want to go down from like each section. So let's do a quick turnaround. Such a beautiful train. So here is the back of the dress without the hair and headdress in the way. And then without the wings. And here is a close-up of the stockings and shoes. I will say I do like the design of the stockings, even though a lot of people weren't happy about having an extra piece with the suit or with either of the suits. And it wasn't in the promo either, which was pretty scummy, I will say. But I will say that I do like the stockings. They're very beautiful. And then here is without the shoes, since the shoes does have a design. There is still a design on the stockings as well. And now we are gonna take a look at the makeup with all the different skin tones. So this is default Nikki. We have like red eyelashes, a nice smoky, like a slight smoky eyeshadow up here with some glitter, and the lipstick, these aren't as vibrant as the 5-star makeup in 1.5, but it's still a nice color. Here is Moonlit Snow. Twilight Reflections. And Passionate Banquet. Now we are going to do a turnaround with the skin tones. So this is Passionate Banquet. Twilight Reflections. And Moonlit Snow. And now we are going to take a look at the dyes for the hair and the wings. Do keep in mind that since I do have the first evolution for Crimson Feather, I'm not sure what dye palettes belong to unlocking the first evolution for the dye system. Unfortunately, that kind of disappears once you evolve the outfit. And now we will be taking a look at the second evolution dye palettes. And next up is the wings. We'll be taking a look at all the dye colors for it, and I already have like all three areas selected, but just to show you, so the first area, you have the upper part to dye. The second part is the bottom part of the wings, the feathers, and then the third area is the middle part. And now we are on the second evolution palettes for the dyes. And here is the first evolution of Crimson Feather, Ember. It has a white and purple tone to it instead, so it is a bit more brighter. And instead of like the pinkish red flames, we have more of a pink and white flame going on instead. And we have like gold flames on the edging of the skirt. And we still have that smoke effect in the inner skirt, though it's not as noticeable as the first one. And I do like the second layer of the skirt of the dress. It looks very translucent and the sparkles do stand out more. And it looks like the lace design right here has like a purple or blue tint to it. And I'm just really loving the feathers. It has like an ombre effect with like the white, the pink, and the purples. It's just like going into the other colors. So let's do a turnaround with this one. I do like that the hair has like an ombre effect as well. And here is a closer up look of the upper part of the suit. You can see that there is some blue jewels here. It's kind of hard to see far away, but when you're up close you can see it more clearly. So let's do a turnaround. And this is what it looks like at the back without the hair and headdress. We can see the choker and the bodice of the dress more clearly. I will say I do like the metalwork on this one a lot better because of the colors. And here is the cluster of jewels with the glow effect. It looks like it's like white and with some purple or lavender in it. That's like towards the end. Very similar to the flame effect we have going on here on the skirt. And here is a close-up version of the dress. So without the hair and dress in the way, we can see the wings a lot better. And I do like that the feathers on the ends has like a crimson like rainbow color to it, like a sheen. And then without the wings, and here is the stocking and shoes. And without the shoes. And here is the makeup with the different skin tones. So we have default Nikki here, Moonlit Snow, Twilight Reflections, and Passionate Banquet. And here is a full look of the different skin tones, starting with Passionate Banquet. Twilight Reflections. Now we're gonna take a look at the dyes for the hair and the wings. now we are on the palettes for the second evolution. And I will be looking through the dies for the wings. And these are the color palettes for the second evolution. And so I am in the ability setup menu where you can equip Crimson Feather as a floating ability. This ability lets you hover in the sky instead of like the default one that you kind of like just drop down right away. This one you can like stay in the sky pretty much forever. And I do like this ability a lot more than the default one and the Blooming Dreams one that I do have. I feel like that Blooming Dreams looks slow visually, but apparently it is the same like speed as the default one. And now we are going to take a look at Crimson Feather and the first evolution in the open world. I'm just going to have like compilations side by side so this video doesn't run too long because it's already long. So my apologies. So now we are going to take a look at the bundle pack that came with the dance and the poses. The first one we are going to look at is the dance, which you can find in your quick bar up here. It will be under the wand section right here, and this is the dance called Everlasting Hope. So I already have this equipped on my bag. I believe that's what it's called. So we will start it. So this is just like a little animation cutscene. However, you can wear other outfits with this dance. But for this video, we're just going to use Crimson Feather. And you can like pause it to get like different angles of it. And what's interesting is you can go to Momo's camera, and so you have access to it, so you can like take pictures in here. I was playing around with it not too long ago, but the lighting doesn't really work in the filters. However, the filters does work, so you can like change it up in here and can mess with the more detailed filters here, and of course the other stuff. So you can pretty much do a lot of things in Momo's camera. The only thing that I kind of like found hard with this dance is that you're kind of like limited on where you can move your camera angle because of the dance. Just doing the poses in the regular camera feature will be a lot easier to work with than in the dance section. You're just like pretty limited on what to do. And then for the poses, I believe this one is from the first evolution, Ashen Rebirth, so we'll take a look at that one later. But these three is from the bundle, and the last two, they kind of like go out of screen, so you have to like zoom your camera out. So for the first one, Feather Harmony, just Nikki looking a bit concerned or something. Hard to tell with the mask. Let me zoom out a little. Okay. Alright, she like got out of screen, but quite big movements. Oh, for some reason I thought this one didn't do it. But she's like up in the air. And then here is Thorny Path. Everflame Gift. This one's pretty funny because it looks like Nikki's possessed. She should be doing like any minute. Like that. It's great though. But yeah, you can definitely like take amazing pictures of this, since there is a lot of body language in these poses and the expressions are really good. They're not just like the usual happy ones we get. And this Ashen Rebirth is just the animation that you see in the wardrobe. So this one's from the first evolution if you are able to evolve it. And thanks to Emery's video on how to hover in camera mode, there is a footprint button right here that came with version 1.5. If you click this, you just have to jump and go back to camera mode. You will be able to just stay hovering in the air to take pictures. And you can also do other poses with this while the wings are out. And now we are going to take a look at Celestial Whispers. This is the base one that you can get from the banner. And I just kind of like left the makeup on since it is part of the banner, just in case you want to look at it with this 4-star outfit. So let's do a quick turnaround. And here is a closer up look of the 4-star suit. And a full look of the dress. I really like the aurora pattern on it. The aurora lights. It's such a beautiful design. Very perfect for this theme that the devs were trying to go for. And the slippers. These slippers look so comfy. I really want a pair. I love wearing slippers in my house. Oh, there's also like a moon and stars on the bottom. That's a nice touch. And now we are going to take a look at the skin tones with Celestial Whispers. I'm not going to do a close-up look with the makeup since I don't think it's really necessary with this outfit. Here is Moonlit Snow. Twilight Reflections. And Passionate Banquet. And now we are going to take a look at the dice for the hair. Please note that I also have the first evolution of the suit, so I don't know where the base and the first evolution dye palettes start and end. And now we are going to take a look at the first evolution of Celestial Whispers, Cloud Serenade. So let's do a quick turnaround. And here is a closer up look of the suit. And of the dress. And lastly, the slippers. And now we are going to take a look at the skin tones. This is Moonlit Snow. Twilight Reflections, and Passionate Banquet. And now we are going to check out the dice for the hair. Now we are gonna check out Celestial Whispers in the open world for this one and the first evolution. So now we are gonna check out the ability for this suit. Sleepwalker, it is a whimsicality, but you can take pictures with it. So pretty much Nikki just summons a pillow and she just dozes off to sleep. It is pretty cute, I will say. Especially if you want to make different like sleepwear with this, you can like customize your abilities now. And if you want to leave it, you just hit the whimsicality button again and Nikki wakes up. And here is a quick look at Momo's cloak, Dark Blaze from the banner. Like I said in my previous video, I do like this cloak a lot better compared to like all the other cloaks that I have for Momo. And this is such a cool design. I really like that. And he does have like a mini halo as well with his wings. And it's pretty cute that his little tuft of hair is sticking out from the cloak. I believe that is what it looks like for most of his cloaks as well. I hope you enjoyed this showcase. Let me know in the comments if you're planning to pull on any of these suits or if you already have them. What's your favorite item from the Unfading Heart banner? If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more Infinity Nikki content like this. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye!